first off, I'd like to thank everyone in participating for the polls for the party's future companion that you all are voting on. You all voted for a baby mimic that loves shiny things. What could possibly go wrong?
That's what I was hoping for.
With that being said, we're going to be doing a live poll later in the show tonight for the little creature's name. So we'll be taking suggestions from you all. So feel free to throw some names out in chat between now and up to the break. We'll be looking at those suggestions. Bun is going to be writing them down, and we'll pick our favorites on the break, and then we'll put a poll up, and then you can choose on the little creature's name. Also, we're going to have a future Q&A session after the show on the 10th episode. So mark that in your calendars. Episode 10 Q&A session. Check out the Twitter later. We'll have some information about that. And then also a future special cosplay stream too. And all that possible from the generosity that you all did on the charity stream. As always, the CNC merch is available. Interlinkdesigns.com/cashless and cantrips. I use that to support the show. Helps me with licensing music and having some amazing maps for the show. Bun, don't look at my Patreon receipts. And last announcement, we're taking the next week off. Happy to say that Moobs and Lady Moobs are now proud homeowners. Yay!
Yay!
So they'll need some time off to actually move into their new place. And then after that, we should resume. As long as everything goes okay. But with all that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get settled in and prepare for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. All right, so our story last left off where the party arrived once again in the village of Aramore. They sought out the Justicar to collect the bounty on the Bandit King. Before turning in for the night, Ron escorted Alindra back to her alchemical shop. The party met up at the Wooden Duck Inn afterwards, where they ran into Edgar before they went to sleep. Ron informed him that Sir Virgil didn't make it in the battle with the Bandit King and shared a heartfelt moment with each other. The next morning, they set out to ensure that Sir Virgil was properly buried. They sought out the priest of the Church of Amonitor, where the members of the church prepared for this funeral and rang the tower bell for all to hear. Many of the villagers gathered to see off Sir Virgil into the afterlife. After the short service, Bryn and Valken met with Edgar as he was turning himself in to the Iron Court in order to vouch for him to the Justicar. They attempted to persuade her to release Edgar to the Order of Iberus in lieu of a prison sentence. The Justicar agreed that Edgar would stand trial the next week, and as long as his story, the whole story that he told, satisfied her, that she would allow him to be released to the Order of Iberus, with the caveat that he must never come back to Aramore. Vin and Ron, well, that also went to visit Good Goods to trade with Bickwin, and after they finished their brief shopping trip, they all went to a shop known as Curios and Antiquities, where they met with Calfan, the proprietor of a very, very strange shop. After showing them an assortment of items, the group bought a rock that screams when being thrown, as well as a pitcher that turns water into other flavored drinks. They continued their shopping trip by visiting Alindra at her shop to buy some potions. After some discussion about the previous shop that they had encountered, they attempted to show Alindra what shop they were talking about to see that it was no longer there. In its place was just a patch of grass along the street. Throughout the city, the group was unable to find someone in town to help them decipher their parchment full of gibberish that they found in the bandit cave. After that, they left town in search of the trapper out to the woods to the west or northwest. When the group camped for the night, they were surprised by an owlbear attacking a pack of wolves. After a hard-fought battle, the party was able to defeat the monstrous creature, and the next day, they were able to locate a large yurt in the forest with various hides and animal skins about the property. That is where they finally met Ogden, the Goliath. He agreed to give them information if they had items to trade. And that's where we'll start tonight, as you all are seated in Ogden's hut. So you're seated around this large pot of stew as he's preparing this animal. He had previously asked Bryn about where she was from and asked you all to come in since you were speaking too much. Ogden looks
Wait,
to...
it's just me in there?
It's all of you in there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all of us, but you guys were engaged in a conversation.
Mhm.
And I think Ron was about to yell at him.
Yeah, I was being belittled.
So, as you are all inside and you're seated, Ogden just kind of has his knife carving, preparing his dinner, kind of points at Bryn and says, "We'll finish this conversation later about your homeland. You, Firbolg, I will speak with you."
Indeed you will.
"You seem troubled. What is wrong?"
Nothing is wrong. But Ron does not like being disrespected, regardless of size stature.
So, Ogden kind of raises an eyebrow to you and switches to giant. "I assume you can understand me since we are of similar kin. Do you not understand the ordning and your place among giant kin?"
I respond in giant.
Ron's village do not adhere to such ordering, for we shared our lives in the forest. It was one people, one family.
"I understand. However, that is how I was raised. In the order of giants, we are, of course, inferior. Storm giants, cloud giants, fire, cold, hail, all of them.
Yes, I'm aware.
As we are equal, it would make sense. As such, I am larger in stature and have more prowess in battle.
That has yet to be tested.
Perhaps. However, I will speak with you about your matters with the kobolds, as it is the way of my people. And your companions shall not interject unless they're spoken to, as it would be very rude, and you are in my house."
Yes, this is correct. I will see
I
to
will
it.
translate for the other two, and
Yep.
I'll just be like, he says
All in
not
giant,
to.
so.
Yeah, I understand giant. He says speaking giant, and he says you are not to speak or interrupt, so that he can finish the business with Ron here.
Okay.
Yes, as we are in Ogden's home, we shall respect his wishes.
I'm the little guy, so by all means.
Alright, he switches back to common. Now let me begin. This may be easier for you to understand, since not all of you, I assume, speak giant. Now, what has brought you here?
We've come.
Oh, are we allowed to talk
To-
now or not?
Well,
Me and you are not allowed to talk.
Only Ron.
We're little people.
You think that that would get a reaction out of him? Ignores you completely.
I go,
We are here to investigate the kobold situation, as the town that you visit to trade furs have been attacked by the kobolds. And it is our duty to ensure the safety of the town.
I have not been back in many weeks because I've been dealing with kobolds of my own. And he kind of raises the skulls on his belt.
Ron's good friend Bickwin says hello.
This is the old turtle, yes?
Correct.
He gives good prices.
The turtle is very, very generous.
You could say that, yes.
But back to discussion. Do you know the reason why kobolds attack town?
I do not know. They were not always here. And if they were, they never came this far east. All I know is that whenever I would leave for a hunting trip, I would come back and the hut would be ransacked. So I lay trap, make them believe I am leaving for a hunting trip, and I kill all of them.
Perhaps something is driving the kobolds away, bringing them closer to civilization.
Of this I do not know. However, if you are asking for information, I will ask what you have for trade.
We already gave him the. Oh, we didn't already give him the stuff. I'll pull out the owlbear and wolf pelts.
These are fresh kills. We were attacked by an owlbear and a pack of wolves. The wolf pelts are pretty decent, but the owl pelt, very good.
He kind of picks up the pelt, looks it over, picks up the wolf pelts. Owlbear pelt is passable. Wolf pelts, salvageable.
Will this suffice?
This would suffice for some information, yes. He takes them and folds them up and just tosses them into one of the back corners of the hut.
So, do you know the location where Kobold Camp is?
I have not seen the encampment, but I have understanding of where it possibly is. I did not follow them all the way there. Too dangerous. But reasonably sure. Is this where you will go next?
Yes. Will you guide us, or will you just give directions?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. +4.
Can I help?
Do not speak.
Normally you could. But in this instance, it may hurt. Just
Okay.
because he's giantkin.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Ooh, didn't need the help.
Okay. I will guide you there. Under one condition.
And your terms.
What I kill is mine.
Fair enough. Agree to terms.
Very well. I shall take you to the camp. Do we leave now?
What time is it in the day?
You got here pretty... It's about dusk or so. It's getting a little dark.
Perhaps first light would be better.
First light is okay with me. Do you all have food? You're more than welcome to partake in my latest kill.
This is what he's making smell good.
Mm-hmm.
It is greatly appreciated.
You may sleep here. There is room since you are smaller.
Ron gets a little agitated, but since we're in his home,
I'm just gonna kind of like put my hand on Ron's shoulder, like it's going to be okay.
it's
That means
just
I
two.
sleep.
It's only 2 inches. It is not much.
It's
Different.
It is 2 inches is quite a big difference to some people, you know.
Yeah, size
Same.
matters.
Yeah, that's really.
Thank you, big brother.
You may call me Ogden. Also, what is your name?
They call me Ron.
Ron. And he extends his hand and grabs your forearm. And he kind of grabs it. We are now kin, now that we have met.
Thank you. It is good to have kin once again.
And he looks over you all, just these two giant kin just towering over you all. Even you, Bryn, in this case. And what are your names, friends of Ron?
I am Bryn Hilldaughter. It is good to meet one of your type.
I stand on my tippy toes and I'm like, I'm Vin.
Very well.
You can call me Valken. Some people call me the Serpent. I don't know why. My tattoo.
Interesting.
It's a good tattoo, right?
I do not
Don't
understand.
have to answer that.
Okay, fine.
Was it given to you by your tribe?
Yes.
Very well. Then it represents your family.
Giantkin.
No.
Okay.
So he sort of stands up and takes some pieces of meat and kind of tosses them into the stew that he's making. Probably a little bigger than a normal person would eat out of a soup, but he's a lot larger. So he continues making the food and just sitting by there, really not speaking. You can kind of tell just from interaction with him, it's definitely a few words and only speaks when he needs to in the given circumstances or whenever he would initiate because he's curious about something. So is there anything you would all like to do while you're here?
I'm just going to be like polishing my no, it seems like not for talking right now, so I'm going to be polishing my hand axe. It has very northern design if he wishes to take notice.
I think I'm gonna take out my brewer kit, and I'll probably still have a few supplies on me. I'm just gonna brew some of my very sweet alcoholic tea.
All right.
It's like stirring it and all that stuff.
So a short time later, he gets some large wooden bowls, sort of dips the bowl into the stew, and hands one to each of you. Eat. We travel many miles tomorrow.
On foot?
What's in the stew?
So Vin asks on foot, and he looks to Ron and says, I believe the trip will be 2 days. Maybe more depending on weather.
Okay.
Yeah, but he means that in like giant distance, right? They have very large legs and feet, so you're gonna have to like, jog a lot tomorrow.
Ron will carry
Yeah.
Vin if Vin gets tired.
Thank you. I'm the smallest one here.
Yes, well, this is the way of things.
It is not good to boast such things, Vin. Especially in this residence.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being small.
Is height dependent on importance? As I look up at our friend Odin.
He's
will not
making the
answer
stew.
you, but
Wow.
yes.
Fine.
I'm pretty fast, I think.
You will be fine.
But I can beat our big guy here in a foot race.
I don't think you should be challenging him to such things.
Ron would love to see this.
He doesn't think I exist anyways. I think I'm okay.
So after he hands out the bowls, he kind of sits down and starts scarfing his down. If you look, Ron, in this, there's some broth, large chunks of meat, some vegetables, but not anything cultivated. Maybe things that have been kind of found, foraged. Make an nature check for me.
16.
So as you kind of take a bite, it's not for sure if you're familiar or not with this animal, which I would say that you are based on the taste and kind of what he was sort of carving. Is it's some sort of elk that he had found.
Elk stew. Yes.
This is very good, Ogden. Delicious.
Mother's recipe. So, I would like to know, since I will be traveling with you all, please explain to me your combat prowess. Starting with you, Ron.
Ron is very proficient with hammer and shield. Ron is also gifted with divine magic from the gods.
And whom do you pray to?
Sylvanus, Lord of the Forest. It is he that gives me strength.
The Oak Father, very interesting. And you? Tall woman.
Said my name was Brain. And this is Vinir, and I'll hold up my shield. This, oh wait, that was my hand axe. This is Vinir. I hold up my hand axe. This is Vara. I hold up my shield. This is Brita. I hold up my spear. I am pretty good with all of them. They are good to me.
You have so many weapons for only 2 hands. How do you choose?
I use magic, and I can return them.
What sort of magic?
What do you mean, what sort of magic? The sort of magic that you study and you learn how to use.
Interesting.
It means to say arcane arts.
I don't use that word. Everybody, when you say this word around the common folks, they get all superstitious and stupid.
Very well. You, Vin.
Oh, you're talking to me now, or what? Is this what's
Yes,
happening?
your combat prowess.
I'm a sorcerer, and I like show flame in my hand, and then I disperse it.
Where do you draw this power from? Do you worship the Oak Father as well?
No, I have a special arcane focus that I'd rather not show you. As I like look up into like the corner of the ceiling.
I do not understand.
You don't what's not to understand?
If you do not draw your power from the gods, where do you get your power from?
It just
Not
happens. It's just there. I just study it, similar to Bryn, and you just know it. You just do the thing with the books and the things and the stuff, and it happens.
you don't have to worship gods to get power. You just have to know how to read and think.
Yes, us ladies have
We're very smart.
brains.
Yes, we're very smart ladies. And I'm gonna give a little.
All right. You, Valken. Your combat prowess.
Saving the best for last, huh?
I do not
Take
know
out
your
my
combat prowess is why I'm asking.
Oh. I take out my stick and start doing stick tricks. And then I do like,
Stick tricks.
just doing, the
You
best.
fight with staff.
Yes.
He was very fast.
Serpent.
Very, how do you say,
Right.
like, people shoot things at him and he just is like,
And with fist.
That's right.
whoosh. It's very impressive.
Balkan
You want
has
to throw something at me?
fist of steel. I've seen it.
Come on, throw something at me.
We do not do battle in my house. It's the one place where I can rest. If you would like, I could
We
go outside
answered.
and throw a stone at you if you'd like.
We
on.
we answered you. What about your abilities?
He stands up and walks to the corner and just grabs this enormous axe. And he just holds up. This.
Oh, she is beautiful. What is her name?
She does not have name. She is tool.
Oh, you should name her. That way she will be true to you.
I've never thought of this. Is this the way of your people? I have not known that to be true in
Oh,
winter.
yes. Everything, well, it is the way of my, not my tribe so much as my family, my Baba. They say everything has a spirit, has a name.
Interesting. Very well. Valcom, would you like me to throw heavy things at you?
Ron just like shakes his head.
How heavy?
As heavy as I can find and throw at you.
Yes.
Very well. He stands up and then just walks out the back of the yurt into an open clearing.
I'll follow him.
All right. So he looks to you. Stand there.
Okay.
And he picks up, looks to be just like a large stone out of the ground. It's about the size of a basketball to him.
To him.
And he kind of holds it in
What's
his
that
hand.
to me?
Pretty big.
Is that a deflectable missile?
You'll find out.
Okay.
So he picks this up.
Oh.
He takes a stone. Are you ready?
Chuck it at me.
And he kind of pulls his arm back and just goes, "Ah!" and just launches this boulder at you. Go ahead
I'm in
and
the
roll.
stance. I'm ready to knock it away if I can.
Mm-hmm.
What do I
So
have to roll for that again?
it is your monk
do I
level,
have
which
to?
is now 4, plus a d10,
Oh, I hope we don't win
and
this.
then plus your
Okay.
initiative, so plus 8.
Being pancaked.
I know, I'm really scared right now, but I've got the heels ready for him.
My monk level plus D10.
Yeah, so a d10 plus 8.
D10 plus 8. Okay.
Mhm.
That would be 11.
11. Okay. So as he kind of hurls this boulder to you, you're not able to catch this since it's so large, but with that, you sort of dodge out of the way and then you kind of scoop your hand and deflect it into the ground. So you don't block it, but you kind of carry it and then just send it to the ground.
Just kind of stand there and be like, ha.
He nods, and then walks inside.
He's quite good. He also does not need to sleep. It is a very impressive trick.
Ron was holding his breath the whole time and just exhaled.
was
It's
too.
like,
Very well. Once you have finished, you may sleep here. And he points just to an area where there's just like some furs. Let me know if you need anything. Bryn, I will
This is
speak with
very
you.
homey. Oh, sure. What color are his eyes?
His eyes are a light gray. Actually, I'm gonna double check that because I don't want to be a liar.
I like how this
Normally-
is our version of what's the NPC's name. It's just what the color of their eyes.
So I know if I can trust them, you know. I had the fortune when I was younger that a man with yellow eyes would destroy my best friend, or I don't know.
I was right. Normally I prepare a little better, but I was right. So
Right.
yeah, a light grayish blue.
Don't worry, Bryn. Yellow eyes will not defeat Ron.
I'll sit up and look at Ogden. What is it you wish to know?
I would talk to you about your tribe.
Sure, there's not much to say. If you are from the north, you know how these people are.
You are so far from your tribe. Why is this?
Oh, well, my tribe, they are, not, how you say, the most... I outgrew them. They came south to, make the world a better place. I was taught that, if you have the ability to do so, you know, with great, responsibility, no, how do you say? With power, you know, it's my responsibility to, like, be responsible with my powers.
It is a noble cause, but foolish to me, but I understand.
It is not foolish. I earn my way around. I have food, I have drink. My people at home, they were, well, I'll be very honest with you, they were a bunch of idiots. They do not understand magic, and they think it is, how you say, witchcraft.
I do not disagree. We traded with the people of Forwinter many times.
They are, they mean well, but they are simple folk. They thought that I was, oh god, this is very embarrassing. They thought I was a god. You know? Thunder god. At first it was sort of fun. I was like, oh yes, I will call down the thunder to smite you, bring me an ale, you know, some fresh meat, and I will help your crops or whatever, but it is lonely and not a very good life, and I want to help people. I don't want to help people and then have them cower in fear or sacrifice their sheeps. It's not what I wish.
Interesting. Are you familiar with the Cragwalker clan?
Greg Walker, am I familiar? DM?
Make a history check.
No. 7?
Not really anything that you've heard of in the time that you spent in Forwinter. You know that they did occasionally trade with other tribes and peoples in the area. This may be one of them. We're not for sure.
I will be honest, they did lots of trading. I was not really involved in that. When I was young, I spent most of my days secluded in the forests with my babas, and they didn't really, we didn't get many visitors, and then by the time I returned to village, I was no longer really, like I said, they thought me a god. They didn't bore me with the day-to-days, you know.
Interesting. My clan is from north of Forwinter into the mountains.
I'm not surprised to hear this. We have many stories of your people. It is told that my own family, the Hill Doctor tribe, that they are descended from the Hill Giants. It is legend. I do not think it is true. They just see large women and they think, oh, surely that can't just be science.
I've not heard of many Hill Giants in the area.
That's why I said it is legend. I think perhaps the Hill Giants they speak of were simply your type.
Perhaps.
Perhaps there is truth to it now that I know there are, I'm not sure the right word for your people,
I'm Goliath.
Goliaths. Thank you. Perhaps there is truth to it. Perhaps there is some Goliath blood in these bones. I do not know. It does not matter to me.
Perhaps they meant the stone giants. Or others in the area.
It is also possible. Like I said, it does not matter.
I do miss the mountains. Very much so.
I miss the mountains and the air, but I do not miss the snow. It is too cold and wet and damp all the time. I do not care for it. Every time you have to wake up and do chores, everything covered in snow. No, thank you.
I do not mind the snow. It does not bother me. I feel at home.
Anyways. I Why are you so far south then, if you may answer me?
I suppose it would only be fair since I asked why you are here. Let's just say there is a disagreement in the direction of the Cragwalkers. I challenge for control. I lose. When you lose, you're exiled. So I come
So now
here.
you live alone here, all by yourself.
Yes,
Nobody to call your kin.
I have no kin anymore. I am exile.
Have you not thought about joining the village down to what's it called? Aramore?
Aramore.
Names are hard. Aramore. There are good people there. They could use someone with your strength.
Similar to what you said of your people, they are stupid.
Oh, not all of them are stupid. The Justikar, she is a little harsh, but she's very smart.
I do not
Smart
adhere
like a
to
whip.
their ways of life or their laws.
That is fair.
Incompatible, it would be.
There's very nice medicine woman. You know, she's very nice. She
I
could
do not
probably trade
need-
with you as well.
It does not require healing,
Oh, you never require healing.
not for many years.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of this then. These guys, I'm gonna point at. Are we speaking giant? Probably. I assume. I'm gonna point at Valkan. These guys always need healing. It's like non-stop with them.
I shall hope that he holds his own in the next few days.
Oh, he will.
That is all for questions. I will be sleeping now.
Oh, okay. Good night.
He stands up and he kind of gathers the bowls, puts them to the side, and then goes to his side of the yurt where his bed furs is.
Go over and sit next to Ron. Is it enough room that we could speak quietly without Goliath boy listening in?
It's a large yurt, but it's a single room.
I think I will keep watch even though I feel pretty safe here. I think I need some fresh air, so I'm going to if anyone wishes to join me.
Rod will accompany you.
Yeah, I would like to accompany as well. I feel very unloved here, just saying.
Let's all have a little outdoor powwow before we go to
Yeah, a
bed.
little love powwow.
Don't worry then. Rod loves you very much.
We
Thank
very
you.
much respect and appreciate you and all of your abilities. I hope you know this.
Thank you. I feel very undervalued here. I'm looking back at Sleepy Boy.
Should I bring the jug?
Oh, very good idea. Yes.
I'll bring the jug.
Let's make a game of it. I think that if you get something that you don't like, you have to no, you should have to like think of what it is. Oh, this is very hard to think.
Ooh, if you get something you don't like, you have to throw the rock.
No, it should not wake up Ogden. That is humorous, but very bad idea. Very bad idea.
Are you
No,
sure?
no. I'm pretty sure that is a bad idea.
Just once.
Yeah.
Just once.
No, I do not think this is a good plan. He might kick us out. We need his help.
Fine.
What if you get something you don't like, you can't spit it out, you have to drink all of it and then
Throw the rock.
That's a good idea.
no, not throw the rock.
Not the other. Well, maybe, but the other one.
We drink
Wait,
from
wait,
the
wait,
jug,
wait,
yes.
If you drink from the jug, no, say what you think it will be, and if you get it right, I will give you a gold.
Do we have to give you a gold if we lose?
Yeah, this is how it works.
Hmm.
No. We all put the gold in the pot, and the first person who gets right gets all the golds. But if they want to
Guess is
keep
right.
playing,
We
they
could-
have to put the gold back.
We could lie.
You
Oh,
can't
this is
lie.
true.
I'm going to. Oh, yeah, I guess you could lie.
It changes
Shit.
every time.
Because someone else drink it, change drink.
It's very hard to make a drinking game out of this. I just thought it would be fun, but this is very complicated. Let's just drink.
Just drink. So,
All right,
more
who drinks
friends
first?
passing around a random jug of stuff.
Gotcha.
I'll drink first.
All right, you drink first, and it tastes like cheap ale.
Ugh, this is cheap ale. Next.
Ron will drink.
You take a big drink of it, and it sort of like stings your tongue, in your lips immediately. It is unknown to you what this is, but it's a very, very hard liquor.
Oh,
You all right there, buddy?
it's very strong. Oh.
I two-handedly take the jug away from him and then like glug some down.
Mm-hmm. So you glug, and it is some hard apple cider.
My favorite. Apple cider.
That sounds really good.
Oh, I've been very lucky.
Yeah, I'm
Because, I
sort of
mean,
jealous.
Knock it back.
You knock it back, and it is some sweet berry juice of some sort.
Ooh. I like this one. It's good.
I think we probably just sit outside for a good 45 minutes, just
Sure.
sharing the jug and chatting.
I don't remember. Do I have to pour something into it in order for it to, or
As long as
is it
there's
like
water
make
in
its
it.
own stuff?
You have
There's
to pour
already
water in
water?
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sure there's a water source nearby if this is where his camp is, so we can
Mhm.
take turns. Someone going to get some water if we need to.
Mhm.
So,
We get
Ron, he
sloshed
said
on
that you
random
were-
stuff.
yeah, we get sloshed on random shit. Ron, he said you were kin now.
Yes.
You trust him to, uphold that in battle?
Ron believes Ogden will honor it. Once giants shake hand, it is set in stone.
The
You
whole
think he
thing
was
about the
impressed?
height is pretty stupid, though.
Yes,
Are
the
we good
orderly.
enough fighters for him?
He will soon see for himself. Once we start traveling and fight kobolds, he will see our group's true power.
What if we find the what are we looking for? The green thing, the greenish colored crystal ball focus, arcane focus thing? What if we find that? Is he going to give us any troubles, you think?
Ron doesn't think so. Ogden probably only care about kills. Pelt, what he can use for a resource to sell.
I really like his axe. It's very large.
Ron would like to try it one day.
Axe, you could like really do some damage with an axe. I mean, like look at my axe. It is very small, but it does lots of damage.
Ron more comfortable with hammer.
Right, but with an axe, you can also use it to like chop wood, and you can use it to like do some carving. You can use it to like clean some plates. Like it is very useful.
Oh yes, see, Ron has Bandit
No,
King
I-
axe. See,
Oh yeah, you did. You kept it. See, we
Yes,
could
Ron, keep.
maybe get it to look a little bit more. Put some pretty runes on it for you. Make it look less bandity. Yeah.
it may perhaps. It's good.
Excited to see everybody fighting with axes tomorrow. Vin, next we know you will be fighting with axe.
Yes, Vin, try. I hand you the axe.
No. I take it and it like falls immediately to the floor. I'm just like, I'm good. And I like try to like give it back to you, but I'm like clearly struggling.
It's like. Valkai, do you want to try?
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes, good. We should sleep
It's
now.
very sharp.
It is getting
Agreed.
late.
I think I will still stand on watch for just to have one person on watch. I think for each watch would be good, just in case. if that's okay. So I'll sit out for the first
Sure.
watch.
I
All
go to
right.
sleep.
You all turn in for the night, and if Bryn, you're on the first watch, give me a perception check.
These new dice suck.
Six.
Gotta warm up. They gotta warm up.
It's dark outside, and you're just kind of sitting on the back porch of Ogden's abode, looking at the kind of clearing that you would assume that he cleared himself. Just kind of taking in the forest, the sounds of the trees rustling in the light wind of the day, but nothing
I think I
eventful.
drank more than I thought. Like it was more alcoholic than I realized, so I'm not really, all together. So, it's nice drunk evening in the woods. What more could you want?
Is anyone gonna do second watch?
Sure. Braun will.
I'll wake up Ron and get some sleep.
They're 14 perception.
14. So you kind of look out. Similar thing. You can hear some critters rustling in the underbrush of the trees to the forest. You can see a light wind kind of rustling the trees. It is a little chilly, but not bad. Not anything close to being winter yet. So you've actually got plenty of time. It's only spring. But you look and nothing. You see sort of the half moon above you, lighting the night sky. You can see the stars. Otherwise uneventful.
All right.
All right. So second watch is finished. You all wake up in the morning. As you are all starting to come to, you can see that Ogden is sitting and waiting for you all with his axe in hand, his pack, and his armor on.
What armor is he rocking?
You take a look at what he's got on him, and it looks just like a series of just pelts and furs and hides on him. No metal that you can see. Offers some protection.
We should be on our way.
Yes, we leave now.
Very good.
All right. So he kind of steps out and he looks for a moment and he goes, "We'll go this way. Listen to me. The deeper you go into this forest, the more dangerous it gets. And keep your eyes out for danger at all turns. Do you understand this?"
Yes, understand.
Understood.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Large animals, beasts, monsters, various sorts.
Okay,
I do not
I
travel
can do that.
this direction very far. Only when I track the kobolds. Normally I hunt a little closer to my hut. But for your trade, I will take you in the way that I know. That I traveled once. So, let us go, if you're ready.
I'm
Yes.
ready.
I'm ready.
Remember, Vin, if Vin gets tired, Ron will carry you.
Thank you.
So as you head out, Ogden sort of leading the way, unless any of you all oppose, heading more in the northwest direction. It starts to rain a bit. It gets the temperature drops 5 or so, 10 degrees, and the rain's very cool on you as it falls from the sky. You see the clouds overhead and kind of haze in this forest, and Ogden will be making a survival roll since he's leading you. Okay. So he is very familiar with this area of the woods. He had mentioned it may take a couple days to get where you're going. But he's very familiar. So he leads you to the northwest as you're going deeper into the forest. The trees are much closer together. There are some clearings here and there. There's a lot of brush. And it gets to about dusk or so. And Ogden kind of stops, and you've been traveling for most of the day. Just kind of trudging through this endless forest. Unsure of how he's telling what direction he's going. It all looks the same each direction to you. We should stop and make camp for the night. Do you agree?
Very well. You know these lands best, so we shall agree.
I've pushed as far as we can for today. However, these are very dangerous. All
Start
right.
setting up camp.
Cool. So, do any of you want to set up the camp? You're gonna rely on Ogden to help.
We all can help.
I'll help
I
him
think. Yeah.
now that we're bros.
Okay. So, since you both are gonna do it, I'll say you both can roll.
What check is this?
Survival.
Nat 20.
Same.
Oh, really?
So,
So
23
21.
total.
So you find an area, a clearing kind of in this thick woods, that you believe will keep you dry for the night, which is important. And you're reasonably certain that it'll keep you hidden. If any onlookers or, intelligent creatures are on the lookout for you. All right. So, you all sleep for the evening. If you all would give me some watches.
Ron will take first watch.
Mm-hmm.
I can take second.
Okay.
I guess I'll take first watch too. Or wait, are we doing in doubles, or are we just doing singular?
Up to y'all.
We could do
What do you
doubles.
guys feel? Doubles? Okay, yeah, I'll go with you.
All right. Give me some perception rolls.
13.
13
8.
and 8. Okay. So as you're taking your watch, similar to hearing the same sort of forest sounds that you had previously, and there's just a light breeze and some rain, and then you start hearing something, Ron. You almost don't catch it, but it's sort of just a low voice, just kind of like a low growl, almost.
Can I nature to see if I recognize what kind of creature's coming from?
What kind of creature's coming from? Sure.
I get like a wolf growl or something. An 8.
An 8. You're not sure what this is or what it's coming from, really. Nothing you've ever heard before. But you're all around the fire. It's pretty early in the watch, so the sun hasn't exactly gone down yet. And as you are sleeping, which I believe Valken's trancing, and then Bryn's gonna be asleep.
Snoring, yes.
Ogden's gonna be asleep as well. He was gonna take second watch. And then you hear, sort of coming out of the brush, just this loud kind of just roars. And I would like for
Does
you
only
all...
he hear it, or I hear it too?
You hear it too.
Okay.
You hear it too. And so I need you all to roll initiative for me. And here in one moment, you will see
Boy.
what is coming
Ooh,
after you
wait.
all.
Oh,
17.
And I'm going to add the turns really quick and then put you all on the map so you all can see. So you see sort of a cat almost the size of a person. And it's very dark in color. And what you notice about this is that it has too many legs to be a normal sort of forest cat that you've seen. As it's pouncing at you, you see several arms with claws come out of it. And you also notice some very odd tendrils coming from its back that are raised above its head, ready to strike at you.
Uh-oh.
So, what we will do... Sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
no, nope. Go ahead. It's just confusion from Valken. Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm. So, what's going to happen is it's going to surprise. Because you really didn't... You picked up enough to hear it, but weren't sure what was coming. So it's going to... Let's see. It's going to reach out and come to you, Ron.
Bring it.
And as you see it get closer and as it jumps onto you, it's hard to determine exactly where this creature is. It almost looks like it's in more than one place at once, and you can't really discern where it is. So it's going to strike at you. The first misses as it swipes, not with its paw, with those tendrils. And as it comes at you, you can see the end kind of goes outward, and you should see like spikes or teeth-like things swiping at you from this cat. The next hit is a 21.
Oh, that's my new AC number.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
so it barely hits. You take 6 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 3 piercing damage.
What?
All right. And then Vin, you are surprised for this round. You were still surprised as well, Ron. And you are asleep. Bryn. Same for Ogdon. And same for...
Why am I
Falcon.
surprised? Because I rolled a 6.
Yeah, perception was low, and you kind of heard at the last moment what was coming after you.
Mhm.
Or that
Gotcha.
something was coming after you. So, it strikes at you, and then on its turn, it is going to run into the brush here. And you can make an opportunity attack if you wish.
What? I will swing with my hammer with a 21.
A 21, let's see. You, because of its nature of it sort of phasing in and out, it'll be a disadvantage.
Oh. Yes, the 21 is the lower roll.
Awesome. So as it's running and you trying to judge where this creature really is, and you strike and you hit it, roll your damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. Got it. So as you strike out and hit this this creature, you hear it kind of just and just kind of repulse as you hit it, and it runs back into the brush. And you notice as it's running, it's not shifting back and forth anymore. After you struck it, you can see clearly where it
Ooh.
is.
Mm.
Good.
Vin, your turn.
So can we see it from where it is, or is it stuck in the brush?
You can see it pretty clearly. It's kind of gone behind some tree there, so it may have like half cover unless you moved a little closer.
Okay. I would like to hex it, please.
Go for it.
So I'm like, hex. I don't think that's a ranged spell attack. I think it just does.
Yeah, it's just your bonus action. You just do it, I believe.
Yeah. So then I can cast a cantrip.
So with Hex, let me know what ability score you'd like to affect for, which I believe it's ability rolls.
Yeah. What are my options? I guess I don't really know the
Strength,
abilities.
Dex, Con, Wisdom, Intelligence, Charisma.
Oh, okay.
So it's just ability checks though.
Oh, checks. So it's not like the thing doesn't use those checks to make attacks, right?
Correct. It would be more along the lines of a skill check essentially if it was trying to like, shove something, grapple something, or it can't really persuade anybody because it's a monster, but
Sure.
that kind of stuff.
I'll attempt its dexterity, so maybe it like trips or falls over rocks. I don't know.
Sure. And that's my symbol I'm using for Hex because the symbols don't make any sense anyway, but it's Hexed.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then Cantrip.
And then let me just make sure this isn't concentration. No, this. So attack/save. If it says dex, then we're good, right?
Say that one more time.
How do I know if a spell is a concentration spell? Like if it says attack/save is dex, then I'm good.
Your Hex is concentration.
Right. But I'm saying, how do I know a different spell isn't concentration?
Oh,
Does that make sense?
okay. So if you look at your spells, let me find one and see.
Yeah, like if it says
So
dex,
if
then
you
I'm
see the
good.
little
Like
Hex
acid
thing,
splash.
there's a little C beside it in a diamond, and that means it's concentration. So like invisibility, mind spike, all those things are concentration. They have a little symbol right next to them in your list of spells.
Oh, the C. Okay, the C is. Okay, perfect. Yo, I got a lot of stuff. Okay, let's do let's do the firebolt at it.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh dear. All right, that's plus something, right? Please. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
A 10 is not enough.
Damn.
So also, what does it look like when you're hexing something since this is new for you?
Let's have it be like I don't even know. I want to think about that. Come back to me. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So you utter some words and then you gesture in the direction of this beast, and you affect it in some way. Maybe there's a nice green energy that dissipates on it as it's running away from Ron. When you launch your firebolt at it and it goes wide into the forest and brush. Ron.
I just scream out, "Everyone wake up!" And I slam my hammer against my shield to make a big banging noise.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
And I
will say that is enough to wake everyone up.
Nice. I cast Bless on myself, Bryn, and Vin.
Ooh, bless. That's a D4, right?
Yes, extra D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
Bryn and Vin, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Y'all got bless. All right. And then you can move. It's probably going to be your turn since you woke him up and blessed. If you'd like
I
to
think
move.
I'll stay with the group.
Gotcha. Okay. Bryn.
I'd like to move up so that everybody's within 5 feet of me. And I'm going to throw a spear at it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. It's 40, so I think that will be with disadvantage. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, who got inspiration from the...
Oh yeah, I didn't even see the poll.
You did.
Congratulations.
Did I? Great. I'll use it right now.
All right, there you go. Single or straight roll.
It's cocked. 13.
13 hits.
All right. 7 damage.
7 damage. Gotcha. So you wind up and you throw your spear at this creature and you connect with it,
And
hitting it in its side.
then I'm gonna look over to Ogden and I'm going to say my spear's name, which I forgot what it is. 1 second. It is like a sister to me. I really never forget it. Brida, and it returns to my hand. And then I'm going to yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Gotcha. You hear kind of this creature is like just like wincing in pain. Ogden is going to run forward. Here, and he is going to hold his action. So you see him run with his great axe. He kind of stops there and just kind of just yelling, waiting for anything to come after him. Falcon,
Was Falcon asleep too?
you were woken up,
Okay.
You
Well,
were
I haven't seen it.
trancing.
which yeah,
I
you're
haven't
transient.
seen it until now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
waking up.
Yep.
What the hell is that? We're fighting it? Okay. I'm just gonna run up. I'm gonna run up next to Ogden here.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like look over at him and hold my action as well in case the beast attacks either me or him,
Gotcha.
and then I'll attack.
Okay, so next turn, as you are kind of making way looking for this creature as it retreated into the brush, you hear just a deep growl, not unlike the one that you had seen, but much louder. And you see this creature as you move closer, and it reveals itself out of the underbrush.
Oh, fuck.
That picture
Do we
looks
all
like-
see that, or only Valken?
It's making its presence quite known as it lurches forward
Holy shit.
to protect
like,
its cub. And then it's going to strike once at you, Valken, and then once at Ogden.
The creature grew really big.
That's a big one.
That is a natural 20 at you, Valken.
Uh-oh.
That is going to be 16 damage to you as it lurches forward, and you see one of these just strange tentacles from its back lurch forward, and it hits you in the chest and scrapes down and then pulls off, and you can see just this scrape marks in the front of him.
Ah.
And then it strikes at Ogden, and he misses Ogden. So as it goes to kind of do the same thing, he just puts his axe up and parries it out of the way. I believe that we had. Did you have ready action to attack when it entered as well? I know
Yeah.
Ogden did. So go ahead and make a weapon attack at it, and then Ogden will as well.
That is a.
It will be at disadvantage.
Oh. That'll be a 15.
A 15.
Mhm.
That is enough to hit it.
Oh.
So you kind of see it shifting back and forth, similar to what the cub had done, and you're not sure where it is, and you just do a sweeping motion with your staff as Ogden kind of comes over the top. And you
Right.
both hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Oh, wait. The numbers on this dice. Okay. That's 5 damage.
Gotcha. So you both get some blows in as he swings over the top with his axe, and you do the sweeping with your quarterstaff, and it recoils. Still very much ready to fight though.
Can I spend a key point to do patient defense?
It's not your turn yet. Because you had done your turn. Unless you'd like to.
Oh.
Yeah, because you went and readied your
okay.
action. So
Should I do that now or wait?
on your turn, you'll be able to do it.
Okay.
Next is the smaller one, and it is going to move around. Mom, over to Valken.
Wait.
And it is going to hit you with a 19.
Mm-hmm.
For 10 damage.
Hmm?
And you can see now, after it hits you with its two just strange spiked tentacles, it starts to shift again. We really can't tell where it is. Vin.
When you say you can't tell where it is, does that mean you can't see it anymore?
You
Like,
can
what does that
see
mean?
it. So mechanically, any attacks that you do will be at disadvantage. Because it almost seems like it's shifting, it's like displacing its body. Something that's
Sure.
really
Like mirror.
unnatural.
Isn't it
Okay.
like mirror image or something?
I will then use my what is it? Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on an
Mhm.
attack roll.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to do acid splash at it.
Okay.
And acid splash targets a second creature if they're 5 feet from each other.
Mhm.
So I'll target the mommy as well.
Gotcha.
That's
Which
a
one's
dexterity
the which one's the
saving
initial
throw.
target?
Oh, the baby. The
Gotcha.
baby is the and that's a dex, and he is low dex, disadvantaged at dex because of my.
So it's only
Sitch.
ability checks. It's not
Oh,
saving throws.
darn.
Mhm.
Darn it. That's cool.
Everyone
Um,
makes that mistake too. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's quite weird. But so Dex saving throw for the smaller one, it gets an 18, and the larger one makes one as well, or is it only if it hits the smaller one?
I think I think both will make it because I'm hitting both of them.
Mhm. Gotcha. Okay. The mommy displacer beast fails. Next saving throw.
Okay, cool. 5 plus
5.
the 4 from Bless. So hold on, let me.
So that would
That's
be
a
on your
3.
attack roll. Bless counts for attack rolls and saving throws, not damage.
Oh, that was damage. Okay, well, screw that. Okay, it's still 5.
Gotcha.
Listen, I don't math, okay?
That's okay.
Nobody needs
But your
math
hex
for
may give you some
D&D.
extra damage, if I'm not mistaken.
The hex I think is only on the baby, and
You're right.
the baby
You're right.
passed.
Okay.
So because I
So-
didn't hit the baby, they don't take
Yep,
damage.
you're right. I made a mistake. So you
And
throw.
then I want to move.
Sure. So you hurl this acid and in the direction of the two beasts, and the baby's able to dodge out of the way, but the mother just seems to take it and snarls in your direction.
I move back.
All right. Ron.
I'm gonna run up and roar like Ogden did, or not mimic him, but
Mhm.
also just do like, oh, strange cat beast. Oh my god. I rolled 2 nat 20s.
You only needed one because it's not displacing currently, but
Ron
hey,
wins the game.
I didn't
Ron
know.
wins the
it's
game.
okay. All right.
Well, since I know I can hit. I'm gonna release some divine energy.
Go for it.
Oh, that was low. 24 plus 4, 28 damage.
28 damage. All right. So you scream and you run in and you over the top with your new axe, and you just slice into this beast, cutting a deep gash just below the shoulder as it just kind of screams in pain. And you can see the blood kind of leaking out of it, and just and looks at you. Still up, ready to fight. Very hurt though. Bryn.
Okay. Going to get my character sheet to actually work. Come on. D&D Beyond. Boy, I don't want to be up in melee with these things, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run up next to Ogden. No, I'm gonna run up next to Falcon. And I would like to attack the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would like to attempt to... First, I'm going to attack it.
Yep. Roll
my
with
spear.
disadvantage.
Okay. Nine.
A 9. So as you go to, you sit down and stab with your spear. You think that you've caught it and you hit it, but it just goes through just this shadow image almost of it as your spear hits the ground.
Do I have to hit it to do the shove? I don't think so.
I don't think you do. I think you just have to make an attack.
Okay, so I make an attack, and then I'm going to take my shield in my other hand, spear, and then I'm going to try to shove it with all my might using my shield.
Gotcha.
And that is a bonus action. I can add my shield's AC bonus to any dex. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, it's just a regular shove, however those work.
Gotcha. So it'll be an athletics check for you, and it'll be opposed either athletics or acrobatics for the creature.
Okay. But it's gonna be, it's hexed, so acrobatics would be reduced for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These dice suck. Get out of here.
Yep.
6.
So it made, it used athletics. Just kind of, you try and shove it and it's hold its ground because it's a pretty large cat, not as large as the mom,
Okay.
but it takes it and you're unable to shove it down.
That's fine. I'm gonna bonus action, not bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna action surge
Gotcha.
and attack it again.
Go for it. It'll be at disadvantage.
It can't get any worse.
Okay.
6
Nope. Was that a natural 1?
is a 2.
Nope. You try and do the same thing as you try and stab it. You just can't make out where this creature really is.
Why will you not hold still? What is wrong with you? Okay, that's my
All
turn.
right. Ogdon is going to take that great axe and is going to attack recklessly. So he screams and just lets out this "Rah!" and just overhands the axe and hits. And does 9 damage to the beast. It's looking hurt. It's not quite dead yet. Falcon.
Yes. I'm hurting pretty bad. Blood all over. I'm going to hold my ground though, and I'm gonna take a swing at the mama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is she doing her little shift thing or no?
She's not currently.
Okay. Then that's a 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits.
Okay. Let's get the damage. That is 11 damage,
11 damage.
and I will spend a key point
Mm-hmm.
for real this time and do a flurry of blows. Instead.
All right, go for it.
First one is 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Dirty 20, not a net. Okay. That is 5 damage on that one.
Mm-hmm. 5 damage.
Last one is 13, so that misses.
13 hits.
Okay, it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Yeah. That'll be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. So close. You just
And
pummel it with your staff, your flurry of martial arts, and it's looking really rough.
I would like to use my drunken feet or my drunken monk to disengage off that flurry of blows.
Go for it.
And I'm just gonna kind of slink on back here a little bit and catch my breath.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, so it looks and goes to look, try and swipe at you, and you've left the area. So it looks at Ron as Ron just beat the crap out of it, and it's gonna try and hit you, Ron.
Ron can take it.
The first attack is a 19 to your AC.
That's a miss.
The second one is a 25,
That is definitely a hit.
and you take 13
Holy
Damage.
moly.
as the
Oh,
one
boy.
tentacle swipes in, and you block it with your shield. As you're blocking the one on the left, the one on the right comes around and just hits you right in your armor, and just almost knocking you over from the impact.
Oh.
And after it hits you, you see it sort of starting to shift and displace again. That weird sort of ethereal movement that it does.
The baby one.
Okay.
The mom one.
Big mama.
The baby one is still doing it. So the baby one is going to move forward. Try and get in front of the mama. It's going to swipe at you, Bryn, first. And it is a 16, which I believe misses you.
Misses.
And the next one is a 9.
Misses.
So it misses you as well, Ron, for that second one. Sorry. And then Vin, your turn.
Okay.
My goodness.
Is the mom still doing the thing?
They
I
both
think
are.
I need to make a concentration check then, right?
Yep, for bless you do.
What's the
Oh
Could be a
DC?
crap! I
10.
had bless.
Okay, I made it.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I am going. So since I used my Tides of Chaos, I don't get to use it again, or
No, it hasn't come up yet.
okay. I am gonna do Agnazar Scorcher at the mama,
Okay.
which is a Dex.
That's a line, I believe, right?
Oh no. Well, I misspoke. Chaos Bolt. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was out of range for that one.
Okay.
That was my new plan, but then I checked and I was too far away.
All
And
right.
I was like, darn it.
Go ahead and roll your attack, and that will be at disadvantage.
Don't forget your D4s though.
You can
Oh,
also
yeah,
roll
yeah.
a d4, yeah.
So, hold on. So 11 plus 6 is 17 plus the 4 is 1. So 18, right? So
Mhm.
that's the first one.
That-
So let me try.
okay.
The disadvantage which is a 17 plus 6
Yep.
is... Okay.
That's higher, so you
yes.
definitely hit. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll your damage for your
All right.
chaos bolt.
So this is going to be 2d8, which is this one. So that is a 6. So I'm going to write this down. The second one is a 6, which is awesome, actually. Okay. And then plus 1d6 was a 2.
Nice.
Okay, so it says on a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 6. Choose one of the d8s, and the
Mhm.
number on that die determines the attack's damage type. And then it says if you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it.
Interesting.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So,
make a new
Um,
attack roll at disadvantage.
okay. So that is, oh dear. So 4 plus 6 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. This one is 10, 11, 12. Let me write that down. Okay,
Yep.
and then the second one.
Just misses. So you'll take the lower of the
Oh.
two, so that one just misses.
Darn.
Because it's also
All right.
displacing. But so with your 6, I believe it's poison energy.
Yeah.
It comes
it's
out.
poison.
Describe to me how you kill the mother displacer beast with your chaos bolt.
Oh,
I do like a twirl, and then think of like Cinderella's wizard lady. I don't know what you call her. I don't know. And how
Fairy
she's
godmother?
yeah, that. And like a bibbity bobbity boop type situation, and I do like a twirl and like a that,
Mhm.
you know, at the creature.
Yep. So you twirl and then you boop the air, and then just an immense ray of poison energy emits from your finger and just engulfs the displacer beast. And with it being poisoned, you can see it's sort of starts coughing and sort of wheezing and kind of frothing, and then it just falls over. All right.
Yeah.
ahead.
And then I say, "That's for hitting my friends." And then I also want to move back a little bit more just in case there's some wrath. So we'll do 5, 10, and 20 there.
Mhm.
25, 30. All right.
Gotcha. All right, run.
Is the cub displacing right now?
It is.
Swing at it. Okay, that would be a 20.
That hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. Still up, but definitely hurt as you strike with your axe, and it leaves another large gash into the back of it.
Woohoo. Okay,
Is that the end of your turn?
that is the end of my turn, yes.
All right, Bryn.
all right. I'm going to try to attack this little baby one. To disadvantage.
It is currently not a disadvantage anymore since Ron struck it,
Oh,
so it's no longer
it's okay.
shifting.
I rolled a 1, so it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Gotcha. So you go to swing.
I'm going to move to here though.
Gotcha. Okay. So you swing, and once again, it's so hard to pin down that every time you think that you're going to hit it, and it's just seemingly not there anymore. Ogdon is going to recklessly attack. And he hits. So Ogdon raises his axe and just yells again, just almost this just complete out of control combat style where he just swings the axe wildly and it connects with the sweet little baby displacer beast and kills it with his axe. And you all kind of sit for a moment to see if there's anything else in the midst. but the forest is no longer stirring. And that's the end of combat.
Oh, this forest contains such beasts I've never seen before.
I run up next to
Agreed.
everybody.
What even are these things?
The
Oh,
monsters.
so much. Vulcan,
Oh.
come.
Yeah, Vulcan, let us help you.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just
Just
heal
limp
you
over
for.
to-
I just touch you on your shoulder, firm you grip, and you heal 15 hit points.
Thanks, big guy.
Let me know if you need healing tonic as well, but I think that got you pretty good.
I'm feeling a little better.
Do you want a drink? I can get you a little bit, feeling a little bit more like your old self.
No, save it. I'll be fine.
Okay. As you wish.
I'll use the remaining 5 lay on hand points to heal myself.
You see Ogdon just kind of sigh deeply. Don't want to sleep again. Keep your eyes open. And he walks back over to camp and kind of sits there.
I'll limp over and finish my watch.
Same.
All right. So we're going to go take our break now. Make sure to get your suggestions for the baby mimic name in the chat as we're collecting those. And as we're taking the break, Bun will give me those, and then we'll start the poll.
If you have any last minute suggestions, get them in now
Yep.
and I'll add them to the list.
Get them in now while you
Yep.
can, and we will
Yep.
be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.